Used to hang above a tea shop. Now it hangs above a Starbucks. That's indicative of progress. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. You hardly ever see those. It's called the Dunkin' Donuts. Do you like it? Do you like the Dunkin' Donuts? You know what the secret is to the wonderful coffee? It's all cream. This much cream, this much sugar, this much coffee, which tastes like it dripped out of a tailpipe of a 67 Chevy Impala. That's the secret. This is the King's Chapel burial ground. This is the King's Chapel itself. This is the Omni Parker House Hotel on the left-hand side, which is the home of the Parker House Roll and the Boston Cream Pie, and which from 1911 to 1913 was the employer of a baker who trained under Escoffier, who we call the father of French cuisine. And this baker was Ho Chi Minh, who later goes on to lead the North Vietnamese army, and he worked as a baker. This is weird. It's so crazy. I'm a Virgo, and therefore stickler for detail. Look at this on the right. This is the Granary burial ground, and this on the right is Sam Adams, not this guy in the jorts, the monument. Sam Adams. When Sam Adams died, he said, please bury me next to the young man. Well, when he died, he said, but before he died, he said, please bury me next to the young men killed in the Boston Massacre, for they were the first to die for this new land. They're over there, right next to Sam Adams. Now that guy in the far corner, that's John Hancock. John Hancock said, when I die, please bury me as far as humanly possible from Sam Adams. That a falling out. Not everybody got along. Not all of our founding fathers got along. Some of them hated each other. They loved each other in the beginning, but then they grew to hate each other. Kind of like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Look at this on the right. There's our State House. Look at this on the left. This is called Downtown Crossing. Look at that. I like to class it up by calling it Downton Crossing. That makes it a lot nicer when you put the emphasis on the different syllables. Look at this. This is the Boston Common. Do you like historically accurate signage? Then you will hate this place. None of the signs are historically accurate. They're very triggering to me, a Virgo. The signs that say, for example, Boston Common, America's first public park. It's not America's first public park. That's Elm Park, outside of Worcester. That's America's first public park. It's older land, but it wasn't a park for the Puritans. It makes it seem as though the Puritans were playing Frisbee here. The Puritans weren't playing Frisbee. The Puritans were playing a game called Try and Not Die from Consumption, you know? It's a common use land, like a commune. I think of the Puritans as hippies. That's how I think of them, as angry, intolerant hippies against fun, who hated everything, who shared the resources, which at that time was principally misery. It's Schadenfreude. Let's see. You three are from